Hello folks, and welcome to a new Let's Play. This is Shiren the Wanderer Mystery Dungeon. This is actually the DS remake of the first Shiren the Wanderer game, which is the second game in Chunsoft's Mystery Dungeon series. For the fun fact, I already did Chunsoft's actual first Mystery Dungeon game, which was Torneko, the Torneko's Great Adventure Mystery Dungeon, I believe was the actual full name of that one. And of course, I go to start recording shit and my controller's not working. One moment while I fix that. There we go. So, yeah, as I was saying, Shiren the Wanderer. Second game in the Mystery Dungeon style of games and Mystery Dungeon titles by Chunsoft themselves. And it's pretty cool. This is, again, the DS remake of the original SNES version, which adds a lot of really nice, really convenient things. For example, you can change the background music, you can turn off the goddamn touchscreen. Thank frick, because while the touchscreen is useful, I don't think it's as good as just the buttons. Okay. That's all the hint stuff. I think I have to change the rest of the settings when I start a new game. I'm just gonna go with Shiren. The divine bird of legend, the golden condor. Where the golden condor lives, it's said that there lies a mystical city of gold. Soon after I set, in search of the legend, I met a young wanderer. His name was Shiren. He traveled in memory of his friend. For 6 months now, we've traveled together, fought and squabbled too. Whew. Hey Shiren, look at that. It's Kabami Valley. We finally made it. See that mountain there? Like a tower rising in the middle? Atop that peak lies the plains of the sun. Come on, let's go. Uh-oh, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Kopa. I'm one of the few talking weasels left. I'm the one who dragged Shiren here to Kabami Valley. I've heard the rumors of the Golden City, you see, but it hasn't been easy getting this far. Of course, all I had to do was sleep in the bag, but... Wait up. Man, I slept well. Kenyon Hamlet should be near. Come on, let's go, partner. Road to the hamlets. Use A to defeat monsters and get to the stairs. Use B and directional pad to move faster. So, let's see, really quick. Nope, that's not it. Or what? Ah, there it is. So, yeah, this is a mystery dungeon style game, which I will go on describing it as best as I can. But for the moment, yep, all that. Dungeon settings, walking's normal, auto turn normal, display grid, I'm fine with that. Top screen. This one is actually kind of a big one to me because you can use it to swap through some rather useful information like the basics here, your game controls, road to the hamlet, or what I find the most useful, the overall map. I'll turn the top screen off, and that should be good. And again, there's the map. Only need the map so many times. Otherwise, you would have had the map kind of appearing on your screen as you are traveling over Shiren and whatnot, which gets a little bit irritating. There is a hunger mechanic. Eat to reduce your hunger. When hungry, open your inventory and eat. Which you do so by going to inventory and eating. Ew. Punch the Spheal. Walking restores your hit points. Last wave scroll. Damage all monsters in the room. Open your inventory and read it. Not right now, because there's only one monster in this room. Get some experience points. Always good. Now, for anyone that is familiar with the... Oh my god. You'll fall if you run out of hit points. Take herbs to recover, or press A and B at the same time to recover where you stand. Kittens are the world's currency. Save them up to buy items to help in your adventures. So yeah, pastime. Hold down A and B at the same time. And hope you don't run into another monster. Oh, yeah, there we go. A little bit more confident in my abilities when I'm actually punching stuff and hitting them. So as this is a remake, but this is still the second game in the Mystery Dungeon style of games. Oh, yeah, love that, level up. Use the herb to restore hit points. As such, it's kind of balls-ass difficult. I think there's a total of 30 stages. Hold Y and press directional to change the direction you're facing. Use it when monsters are coming up behind you. You can use the Scroll of Light to see your surroundings, which just reveals the entirety of the map. Ooh. Can't go straight when surrounded by water. Use R in D-pad to go diagonal. Equipped to boost defense. So we want to equipped. Now, normally you don't really want to equip something you have not identified because it could be cursed. But otherwise, it's fine at the moment because for the most part, I think most of the items are just +1, maybe +2. A lot of mechanics that were in Torneko's Great Adventure do carry over to this game. I should kind of hope so, simply because, you know, second game of the series. Well, I say series. Is it really a series when there's only 2 so far and one of them uses a completely different... Yes, thank you. Different character and whatnot? Yeah, it's a mystery dungeon game. Among my most favorite genres, I picked up a cudgel. We can equip it to increase our attack by 2. This one's not magical or anything, so it's just +2 to attack. Dragon. Oh, what was that? Dragon herb? Yeah. Eat this and you can breathe fire. The flames will extend until they hit something and will damage any monster they hit. So use that if you got a particularly strong monster in front of you. Bonk. Kind of feels good to play a Mystery Dungeon style game again. I still think I prefer the way they did these games in the PlayStation 2 game, Torneko. Don't need to eat just yet, do I? I'm good. I'm fine. Torneko, Last Hope? Lost Hope, something like that. Mostly because it was kind of story-based, but it was also very much... All the stages were very much their own thing. Like, oh, here's 5 levels for the tutorial guide that you won't need to ever go to again unless you really just want to practice or something. Or, oh, here's the next level, which is 10 levels, and so on and so forth. A great adventure. I did enjoy it, but good lord. That last run for the last thing was driving me insane. So to that end, I will be using some save states for this game because it is very much, once again, one of a roguelite. And it is roguelite because there is a little bit of a continuation of plot as you play the game. Oh yeah, you can also press A to move a little bit faster until the next... Ooh, Pit Mammal. That's a new one. Oi. Bonk. Bonk. Let monsters come to you. Ow. That's a trap. Let monsters come to you and you can get the first strike. And if you end them first, you don't have to worry about taking any damage. There are traps in this game as well, such as that arrow trap. And that arrow trap. That is devious. That's downright evil right there. Aha! I'm just going to walk around this arrow trap. Oh no, another arrow trap. Good lord, this is a long hallway. You can die of hunger, so stay full by eating rice balls. Even herbs will increase one's hunger again. A little fuller is a freaking rice ball, man. Pit Mammal. I don't think in my times of testing this game out, I've ever encountered a Pit Mammal. Shiren successfully cleared the adventure. Canyon Hamlet. Welcome to the Canyon Hamlet. You don't see travelers with hats like yours anymore. It was a gift from a friend. But yeah, you don't see these hats much. What do you know, a talking weasel? Don't see too many of those either. Entrance to the Canyon Hamlet. What a nice little place. Spinning Sinzo. Hey there. If you hold down Y and then hit diagonal, you can, or D-pad, you can turn in place. It's loads of fun, you gotta try it. I guess this might have for anything diagonal. There's this story my grandmother told me. There was once a man who had held down R for so long, he couldn't walk straight anymore. He could only walk at an angle. It's a great story, isn't it? But yeah, but you move in a diagonal when you do that. So yeah, this is kind of more or less just the tutorial village to get you some of the fighter stuff. Oh boy, so many people to talk to. Kobami Village is a strange place. Anyone who falls by the wayside is sent back here to the Canyon Hamlet. All your items, money gone, and you're back at level 1. That's a tough road to hoe. Nobody's made it all the way to the Plain of the Sun yet. I wonder what's there. The Golden City is where the Golden Condor lives. I believe the stories. The ones they tell here in Kobami Valley. So have you managed to get to past Pegasus Ridge? No, it was all I could do to go through. It was all I could do to get through the stream. If only I had a traveling partner. So you have managed. Oh, talk. Oh, what a hunk! I'm sorry. But look around, nothing but rejects, and lots of dirty old men. I'm always glad when someone like you walks in. Pleased to meet you. Along the way, there are shops with some nice things for sale. I tried stealing from a shop once. The shopkeeper was crazy strong and I couldn't walk for weeks. Not only that, there were sheriffs and guard dogs all over the place. Man, I'll never do that again. I'm just an old man who lived for nothing but jars for 60 years. Is there something you want? Ah, yes. Jars you put things into. You use those jars by putting items in them. The items inside the jars seem to ripen and change. An identity jar will identify unknown items for you. A change jar will change an item into something else. To take items out, just break the jar against the wall. And jars you push. If you look inside a jar you press, you'll see a lot of backs. Backs? No one knows whose backs they are, but each has pressure points. Just try pressing the jar and see what happens. That sounds like a terrible idea. Jar of holding. You can put in and take out items from this jar freely. You can even use items while they're still inside. A jar of holding is great when you're running low on space. Like a bag of holding, but a jar. Inserting and removing many items at once. You can put it and take out groups of items rather than one at a time. To select more than one item, just press R. That's it. I hear that when you eat monster flesh, you'll change into that monster. But keep her strength, but you can use whatever skills the monster had. Use them, you can press the menu with X or directly with L, they say. Oh, haven't seen you here around. What's your name? Shiren. The weasel's name is Copa? Well, it's rough going through Kobami Valley, so take it easy, you two. Here's some food. Take it with you. Oh, big rice ball. Got a feeling I'm gonna need to do that every single time I come here. Being a good thief isn't hard. Stealing is easy if you use your head. Yeah, he's pretty much just saying it is possible to steal. It's just easy. Can leave items in the warehouse. So I can put items down in here and retrieve them later, which would not be a terrible idea. But I kind of need all I got right now. I don't remember all of the mechanics of this game. I was going to play this several months ago. I think sometime last year even. But I'd gotten up to a certain point, I think level 20 or so. And it just completely destroyed me the second I stepped into the floor. Warehouse for Wanderers. Leave items here so you won't lose them if you follow during a journey. Almost nobody really takes any advantage of it. If you want to use it right, I'll give you a full explanation. Sure. Alrighty. Let me tell you how to put items in the warehouse. Type a jar called a warehouse jar. When you put an item inside, it's sent here for some reason. You can put valuable items in the warehouse jar to keep them safe. Then there are couriers running around Kobami Village. If you ask them, they can bring just one item here. There are also storage centers in other towns and villages. Couriers can take items too. Boy, that was a mouthful. I'm tired now. But I have a feeling you'll use this information wisely. No, I won't. I'm just kidding. So I fight monsters, my hit points go down fast. When that happens, pressing A and B... Yeah. They'll also move. Hey, want to tell you something. For every move you make, monsters will make a move too. Attacking, walking, using items, each of those is a move. But if you do nothing, the monsters won't move either. It's like a giant game of chess. Step right up, give it a whirl. See the mysterious dungeon from across the sea. You there, wouldst thou come have a look in here? From far away and wide have I traveled to study the strange dungeons here. Once I've made known my plans, they kindly lent me this place. But to see how beautifully they decorate it, I am overcome. Once thou enterest the dungeon, all thine items shall disappear. So before thou enter, make sure you leave thine items at the warehouse. And when thou wantest to depart, just select the quit, then give up. Art thou ready to enter? Nah. How unfortunate, perhaps next we meet Shiren. I didn't tell him my name. Well, well, you seem to be quite a capable wanderer. I have come from across the seas to spread the idea of traveler rescues. Traveler rescue is when you go to help a fallen wanderer. Helping one another strengthens the bonds between wanderers. Come and see me when you want to rescue someone. So this is actually an online thing that you can do. I believe you come to them when you have a password from another player that may have fallen, and then you can go and, well, rescue them. I don't know exactly what happens when you do, but it happens. This is where Kabami Valley begins. There's a village after you pass 4 areas. Once you get there, it's good because they have a smithy and shops and all. Just be careful. And the winds of Kron be at your back. Hey, do you know how to get bad people when they're in your way? No. Of course, it's rude to just shove right past someone. Wanderers have their own unique etiquette in cases like this. A sort of excuse me kind of thing, you know? So here's what you do. Press and hold B and press toward the other person. That should satisfy your obligations to other wanderers. Of course, you might run into some who still won't move. Well, go ahead and try on me. I don't mind. I think we don't have anyone else to talk to, so we proceed. And this is where we actually begin. Like, legit. This is where the game now actually begins. As we are now, well, playing the game, we are restarted to level 1. And we're even finding new monsters, the Chintala. Well, that was a quick level up. Stop that. Stop that. Stinking Chintalas. Ooh, pine staff. Get it. Get it. Are you serious? This way? Rice ball. Lovely. Ooh, another shield. Is this better than my shield? No. And I am so glad that I'm actually playing this version of the game. Said directly before I start regretting playing any version of this game. God. I do love me some Mystery Dungeon games. Hell, I would say that if I... of the first 3 Digimon games for the PlayStation game that exists, the very first one is still my favorite of Digimon. But I'd say that the second game, Digimon World 2, is actually my second favorite of that type. Simply because it is a Mystery Dungeon game. It's just not a Mystery Dungeon game by name. And sure, it doesn't have the instant gratification fighting like this one does. Oi! Hey, you dude. Kron, the god of travel, is one of the 8 beast gods of Riva. We wanderers are subject to the winds of the god Kron. If we stay in one place for too long, a sudden wind will blow. That gust will blow us all the way back to Canyon Hamlet. The wind is a message from Kron, a reminder of our destiny to keep moving. That's actually a good point that this guy brings up. If we stay in a stage for too long, the winds of Kron will start charging up, essentially. And eventually will just blow us back to the start of the dungeons, which can be rather disheartening. But yeah, on top of the 30 base dungeons that exist within the game, I want to say there's like 2 or 3 additional dungeons that you can do. I think one of them is a 50 stage dungeon, which, yeah, I think I'm good once I finish this one. And another one which is 100 stages. Which, yeah, no, I think I value my sanity. Thank you very much. Ah, Chintada. Food, scrolls. Actually, what's my... my food... My fullness is a little low. Stop that. Oh, hi. There are lots of traps in the Kubami Valley. You have to watch out for them, you know? If you bump into one by mistake, you can break a jar. If you swing a sword when you're next to a trap, you'll see it. That's good advice. Unfortunately, I never seem to be able to utilize the disabling of a trap. Mulberry staff. You use a blank scroll by writing in the name of a scroll you've already read. It's great because you can make it into anything you want. A blastwave scroll, a scroll of blessing, anything you need. Be careful though, once you write on it, you can't change it. Good tips, actually, because that possibly one of the most important. I want to use that. Sort. Eat. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you eat a medicinal herb when your HP is already full, then your HP will increase by a little bit. Whereas this is an herb of strength, where if you eat it, your max strength increases. Your max strength being pretty much how much damage you'll do. Wow, this is a... You know, say for that herb of strength, I think this particular floor sucked. Mountain stream. There should be a new monster around here. Ah, yes, there is. Bow boy. They fire bows. And this guy. Snaky. These ones are actually a little bit tanky, so there's something to kind of worry about. Case in point. You know what? I have a scroll for these situations. Damage all enemies in the room. Let's do that. Oh. Restorative herb. If you eat it... Okay, that one's the cure abnormalities thing. I just don't want to get pincered by snakies again. Ow. You are rather dodgy, you bastard. And what about this shield? It's also +1. There are some things that will basically decrease the strength of your shields and weapons. Much like in the very first, well, Torneko in general. Huh. I didn't think that was going to be as small of a place. But yeah, now we get to the Bamboo Village. Which is a village in the bamboo. This is a little bit of a resting point. And where a lot of plotty stuff is going to happen as well. So, I'm going to go ahead and call an episode here for the now. When we return, we shall explore through Bamboo Village, as well as continue our adventure up and hopefully to the Plains of Gold, where we hope to meet the Golden Condor. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you're all going to enjoy this series as much as I hope to enjoy playing it myself. If you want to support the channel, consider dropping a like, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff helps out the channel, lets you know whenever the hell I upload a video, which is currently 3 times a day, 6 days of the week, because I have no life. And if you want to support the channel in a financial fashion, I have a ton of links down in the description below. Ko-fi, Patreon, stream elements, every little bit helps. Keeps a roof over my head, food in my belly. It goes to upgrading my PC whenever I have the extra dosh. Thank you everyone so very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care. Cheers.